All right, the LA Chargers get the guy that everybody else wanted. If you're new to the channel, we are Detroit Lions fans, but this channel is fully dedicated to the Chargers. If you're new, make sure you watch the video to see, like, did these guys even know what they're talking about? And then subscribe if you want to. Okay, let me know in the comments how you became a fan, or not how you became a fan. We've asked that before. Just like your first favorite player. Was it Junior Seau, LaDainian Tomlinson, little Air Coryell, maybe? Well, your first, like, man, the first guy I remember just liking was who? Okay. You get some reports are coming out now that Mekhi Becton was hotly pursued in the free agent market, and you were able to get him. He had a lot of options, and he ultimately chose the Chargers. So here's the article. Cincinnati Bengals were probably the most involved. They had Becton for a visit. He was at their facility. Discussions were underway before he opted to go to the Chargers. Someone else was the Indianapolis Colts. They were considered an ideal match. PFF listed them as a perfect free agent fit, primarily due to their RPO-heavy system. We knew that they were going to run the ball a lot. Becton was looking to go there. Other places that drew a lot of interest was Arizona Cardinals, LA Rams, Niners, and Seahawks. All of those teams needed interior offensive line help. The Rams let go of, I think they traded a guard to the Bears. They needed somebody. So Mekhi Becton also said, hey, I'd really like to re-sign with the Philadelphia Eagles, which was interesting. They opted not to do it, and he ends up with the Chargers. Mekhi Becton is an absolute beast, okay? So he's 6'7", 363 pounds. He's going to be next to Joe Alt. This changes everything for you on the offensive line. Because the Chargers didn't really address the offensive line, it makes me believe that they believe that Mekhi Becton can really be the difference maker that they want. So PFF ranked him, his overall rankings for the 2024 season, where he really shined, was he was 16th amongst guards with 500-plus snaps. So there's about 136 guards that have registered enough for PFF to calculate them, and he was 15, 16 in there. Mekhi Becton's really good, and the fact that the Chargers got him shows you that this franchise is being taken serious for the first time in a long time, and the Lions have been here now recently as well, where guys kind of want to go there. Guys want to stay there. It's not just like, nah, I'm good. Or it's like, yeah, I'll go there if you massively overpay me. I think that's the other thing. Mekhi Becton's contract is very manageable. It's surprising how they were able to get him. So, again, really interesting stuff right there so far. Now, a couple things is, and we'll get to it in just a second, but Justin Herbert, we do not talk about him on this channel much. We talk about other players, and we just don't talk about him a whole lot because it's like we could talk about him every video. I mean, really, it's the most important position. You got to really – so we're going to talk about him in just a second. But when we looked at the Chargers, we went around and basically went position group by position group. Again, this is on a previous video. We went position by position. And one of the things that I'm excited about because I experienced it with the Detroit Lions is you start going around and you don't have any of those massive holes that you once had. The Lions for years just was like, well, we just don't have a linebacker, or we just don't have a corner. You don't have any glaring weakness that's just like, yep, that's going to be exposed every week right there. You don't have it. I mean, you look at corner, you have the 2 fifth-round picks from last year that are only going to get better. And I think we right, that's just one example because I think we don't appreciate year 1 to year 2. Think about it. You finish college and you're going to go into the draft. You've got to prepare for the combine, visits, top 30 visits. You go to the combine, then you're getting ready for the draft. When am I going to get drafted? Then you get drafted. Then you go to that city, press conferences, get acclimated, move. You don't have an off season. And then you get in that first year of NFL. Then you finish that. And for the first time, you have no schoolwork. You have no studying. You have just rest up and get ready for next year, knowing exactly what you need to do, the playbook, the whole thing. So we are so excited about the new players, but you've got all these second-year guys that Ladd McConkey, Joe Alt, those are the headliners, of course, but Junior Colson, like, what do you got in year 2? What do your fifth-round corners have in year 2? What if Derwin James is, like, still in his prime, able to provide something that we're really excited about? That is what excites you. Okay, Justin Herbert. This article said it perfect, was Justin Herbert is still shockingly early in his career. I mean, you got to assume he's going to play till 35. Let's just say he's on the early side of his career. He's got record-breaking volume and elite passing efficiency, though with less mobility and championship pedigree. And you say, well, less mobility. So what I did was I looked up stats and compared him to Steve Young. And Steve Young was like shockingly dual threat before that was a thing. He would just run just to do it. And you were like, oh, careful. Now it's part of the game and you want your quarterbacks running. So Steve Young is an all-time elite quarterback with dual threat excellence, while Herbert is a modern star shaping his legacy. And so I went through and kind of compared their stats so far. And it's like, all right, career passer rating. Steve Young's career passer rating was 96.8. Justin Herbert, 96.7. Justin Herbert is taller. He's got a stronger arm. He's a bigger pocket passer. He's got big playability. Steve Young was more prototypical elusiveness, accuracy, kind of moving the sticks. Justin Herbert, bigger, stronger. Career rushing yards. Steve Young had 4,000. Justin Herbert's got 1,200. I know that's like, who cares about that? But it's not like Justin Herbert just is not athletic. Right? So it's like, okay. Here's why I'm saying this. And there's a bunch of stats. I'm not going to throw it. Steve Young, I just picked a quarterback, like an all-timer. And basically, as you compare his numbers, he's right on pace with Steve Young. Passing yards, TDs, quarterback rating. We get spoiled with the really good quarterbacks, and we're just like, yeah, it's good. And it's like, there are 15 good quarterbacks in this league, and there are 15 quarterbacks you cannot win with. Simple as that. You've got one of the quarterbacks you can win with. So it's like, okay, that is huge. And that is the reason that the Chargers, oh geez, subscribe. I swear I know what I'm talking about. That's why the Chargers, every level's good, no glaring weakness. Mekhi Becton fixes the offensive line. You get 2 good running backs, wide receivers, weapons, defense, led the league in scoring defense, and you've got Justin Herbert. And you got a great coach. You're going to be just fine. Let me know your thoughts. We'll see all of you on the next one.